Yeah.
Okay,
All
creepy
right.
lady.
Welcome back. We find ourselves still in the base of the Wizard's Tower. You guys had just kind of worked on getting set up for a long rest after having met a new character coming into your group, warning you guys of an impending bugbear raid. You guys took care of the bugbears as they tried to smoke you guys out of the tower and into their trap. Through some quick thinking, you guys were able to clear out a little bit of the stairwell shaft and climb up and surprise and give the bugbears a little bit of a surprise. And ultimately, you guys took care of the bugbears, not without a couple of wounds. And that's where we find you guys, is preparing for a long rest before you head out in the morning to head back towards East Haven or somewhere else, or wherever you guys are planning on going in 10 towns. So, is there anything that you guys want to do at the night? In the night here?
Take a watch, I guess.
Hey, I will also
Nothing
take
really.
watch. I think I'm feeling pretty healthy for the most part.
I'll take a watch, but as long as I get a long rest.
Sounds good. I guess who's ever taking first watch, why don't you go ahead and make me a perception check.
I will do so. We're starting out hot.
Big 5.
What level are we in?
6.
No.
Like in the
In
tower.
the tower. Yeah.
Third.
These are currently set on the 3rd level. There's still a fair amount of smoke kind of in the bottom level. And you guys kind of set up where they had the desk area and whatnot.
Right.
Up to Zan and his white.
Okay.
So,
13.
all right, with the 13, most of the evening passes. Occasionally you hear some wind from up above, but throughout, as the night passes on, for the most part, the wind seems to die down, or is what you can hear from down here dies down. So, you guys do remember Nicola telling you that it seems like as if the weather for the next day was going to be a relatively a pretty nice day.
I think that was Eno.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. God damn it. Diana, go to sleep.
All right, who's taking second watch?
Yes, father.
I'll get up and I'll do second watch.
All right.
No. Are you going to bed right away?
I could stay up for a minute. I mean, I don't need to be out right.
All right.
If you need to.
I'll do my perception check quick.
Yeah, do that first.
It's gonna be good.
I believe it.
Hey.
Hey, you did better than I did.
One
I've got a
night.
+8.
He wasn't
He's got a
sleeping this
negative
time.
1.
He wasn't sleeping.
I don't sleep.
Just bad at looking at things.
I'm very inattentive.
If you're always awake, you kind of just sort of gloss over, right? You don't have
Yeah.
to be different.
I zone out hard a lot.
Just staring off into nothing.
His eyes don't glaze over. It's cataract.
Because he sees dead people.
He is dead people.
That's not people.
With a 14, your watch passes, and again, no other sounds coming from upstairs.
Hmm.
No sounds coming from downstairs either.
Okay. I'll tell my Spectre to quit oinking, and to head and guard the entrance and come wake us all up if something comes inside. And then that way I could just not worry about it.
Go back to
Hopefully.
zoning out.
Yeah, go back to zoning out.
Yeah. Did you said you needed to talk to me about something? Yeah.
No, I was just wondering if you're going back to bed. Do you have any preference on what we're doing tomorrow?
Well, we do have tattoos back in town that I think
Oh,
half of
that's
us still need
right.
to get.
Hmm,
They'd pay the money for it. I don't want him to move on.
that's right. I suppose we got something to do. And you have those diamonds that we created with that machine still?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, maybe somebody could get something a little nicer, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know. Just
I
what
look
was
over
it?
at Eno. Is he as he's sleeping, I'm assuming, yeah.
Yes, he is passed out.
Just
Hmm.
like full on snoring and
Mm-hmm.
As far as today went, he did a good job and he seemed to be doing, I mean, he really fucking came through when we needed him to.
that's true. That
So it's a good
is a
start.
creature that sleeps as if it has not a care in the world. It's just like
It must be nice.
I cannot relate.
No, but
I haven't slept like that and
the only person in our group that sleeps like that is Koei.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it might be a nice change of pace. So far, it's a good start.
If he's telling the truth, which seems like he is, I don't think he should be problematic. And it sounds like his whole goal is to fix what we're already doing. So
It's fortuitous.
yeah,
Don't tell him I said
mean,
anything nice about him.
I wouldn't dream of it. My lips are sealed.
Alright.
All right.
Then I'm gonna go back to just sitting here, and you know, I got a couple bugbears to.
Yeah. Spirit consume. All right.
Yeah,
I'll go and do my half trance. whatever it's
sure. I'll
called.
see you tomorrow.
All right.
And I'll be up till the rest of the morning, I guess. I only need.
I could do another one. I can do a watch if you want,
Sure.
or you can take it.
I'll wake up. Yeah, I'll do a watch and then I'll wake up. I'll go just like haul bodies around into the mistral room and just start doing my thing. And when I'm done, I'll come wake up. Sorry, I'll wake up Monty.
Keelan, did you give us a value for the diamonds? I just have fist-sized diamonds, 3.
I think it was 5,000 for the big chunk, and then it busted into 3 pieces.
Okay, so
Yeah.
total of 5,000.
Yep. Each worth 2,500.
Yeah, do some hard rounding right there. They're all about 2,500.
Thank you.
All right. I'll roll a perception check.
Roll that perception check.
Hopefully, you don't need to pay attention to much. I have the upstairs covered, so
That's good because I'm apparently slightly distracted. Maybe it's that throbbing in my head. It keeps going.
you throbbing in your head.
Yeah. It's kind of. I don't know if it's because of the the eternal darkness up here or just the rhyme in general. But yeah,
Is it rhythmic?
right. Yes.
The camera pans into
Yeah,
it
it's
and
in
it's just
German,
a storm
too.
playing.
It mixes between German and Russian, and it's crazy. I can't.
The system is down.
I start that light switch to tell you to turn the lights on and off, not the light switch rays.
Oh, I love high school.
Oh yeah, high school's good stuff.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
Now you mention it, it might be a little rhythmic. I don't know. It's just sort of kind of always there. In fact, I can't remember. Maybe it's always been there. I don't know.
Always been there, huh?
I don't
Just-
know if it's always been there. It just seems like it's always been there.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that to someone who might know more
Yeah,
about brains than me?
You seem pretty intimate with some brains over there, but
No, not while they're working and inside things. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
typically my wheelhouse.
I suppose I want mine to stay working.
I
mean,
could
asked
take it out and
Cody a
look at
while
it.
ago. Maybe some other time. I've seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Talk to
yeah.
somebody about it.
I'll go
Don't
see
make
it.
promises you
Go
can't
see
keep.
someone about something.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll. I probably should get that looked at. Maybe when we're in Bryn Shander, I'll see if I can see somebody about it. And so I tried with Kohi, but mumbled up something about my deductible, and co-pays and stuff like that. And
He's not very reliable. Maybe you ask the new guy; he might help.
That's good. Although he seems maybe a little better with plants. I don't know.
I don't care. I like this role.
We like you in this role.
So yeah, I'm not. This does not fall within my purview, but I don't think it's something you should leave alone.
Yeah. Usually
I'm
these
sure.
things don't get better.
No, head stuff does not just go away. So
How you doing?
I'm good.
You good?
Well, as you can be.
Well,
I've
yeah.
been-
Your sword did a cool thing.
Yeah, it did.
Or it does. Did it do the thing or not? But I see it
No,
glowing
it
a
didn't
little bit.
happen, but it is different since I had that fight with that ice mercenary guy.
Do we hear about that? I don't know.
No, we told you that we fought him and killed him, and he turned into snow.
Well, it does happen around you a little bit. So.
Typically. I've been doing better now that I've been killing and serving Merkel more. I mean, much of the reason why I killed that undead thing, it's kind of why I was raised in the first place. So
Mhm.
I find a giant, powerful undead creature in a hole in the basement, I'm going to kill it, and I'm going to serve it up to my god, because, I kind of have to.
As one does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think since we've been a bit more on the beat of these artifacts, I've been feeling a bit more kind of at ease as well. So
Except for the whole head thing, huh?
yeah, I don't know. Like again, I can't tell if it's just if it's my head, if it's the surrounding, if it's always been there. I don't know.
Is there anything
odd.
new in your life since you've had your head thumped?
I mean, there's been a lot of new things in my life. When I touched the sword, and then
How's
there's
that going? Did you further
Good,
your
well-
pact with
I think so.
whatever
I think
that is?
we've figured out a bit more about like what we both want, right? And it's definitely in alignment. So
Okay.
I think of us up here doing what we're doing and finding and uncovering what we're uncovering is
Yeah.
good.
But I mean, we've all gotten a little stronger lately, and I was just wondering if you had furthered your relationship or if you've went other ways recently.
I mean, not particularly in that vein. I've sort of drifted a little bit. Bryn being up here and remembering my bard roots, I've connected a little deeper on that aspect too. But
I
I mean,
suppose.
it's all kind of sort of in the same vein, right? It's I haven't ever been that typical bard, right? I don't hump a lot of things, and I don't get all bawdy and boisterous that much, but
I suppose. You just like a tune.
like the lore, and I like the tunes, and I like the stories behind the stories.
Well, bards tell stories. Just some of them choose to sing about it. You don't have to sing to be a bard.
Mhm.
So, all right. Well, if you need any pointers when you do further your relationship with your patron, you're welcome to talk to me.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've kind of always been there, so appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, you know
That's
how
why I
to
don't
handle
go anywhere.
things.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't
Monty.
either. Although,
Hmm?
go ahead.
Monty, as you've been talking about your head throbbing and whatnot, you've noticed that as you've gotten further away from East Haven up into this wizard's tower kind of in the snow, the thumping is the throbbing is still there, but it is less frequent and less noticeable.
Is it
So-
implying like a hot and cold kind of situation?
Maybe.
Just giving you a note.
Okay.
Okay. Make a note of that. Less. Okay, I'll pay more attention to it as we walk back, I guess. So now that I've been thinking about it, noticing it seems less than it has been when we were maybe by the towns. So
All right. Well, I'm gonna go sit and look at the
Yeah,
floor until everyone wakes up.
you go zone out. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna go maybe go up by your little specter and watch the sunrise. If the
Don't get
sun
too
rises,
close.
the sun doesn't rise up here, but I'm gonna picture and imagine the sun rising.
Don't sneak up on it.
Is there a safe word I should know about?
Absolutely not.
You're just not gonna tell me, are you?
No, there isn't one. I just told him to do a thing and I wouldn't sneak up on it.
All right, we'll do.
See you tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow.
All right. And with that, your long rest comes to an end as you guys, the sleep is wiped from your eyes, and you guys all start to kind of wake up and feeling refreshed and ready to go for whatever may bring, whatever the day may bring.
Big
Oh gosh,
growling.
there's more bugbears.
No, is that a bugbear? I heard a bugbear.
No, that was just me.
Oh no.
Oh. I forget you're bigger every time I see you.
We do have a spectral bugbear, which we have to remember about that.
A spectral bugbear?
That's the one that Colin made.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That guy.
All right.
Okay, need to
So
finish.
what's the plan for the day, guys?
Give me a moment. Switching spells around.
What's that like? Do we have anyone that switch? Oh, I guess Kohi. You have to pray
Kohi
every morning too, don't you?
I don't know if I want to have create water and whatever food or whatever the hell it is.
I wonder if it's cold enough out and you create water on something, if you can immediately impede it or cause damage to it with just
Like
making
difficult
it.
terrain.
Well, I mean, just
Oh, I see.
suddenly dousing something in gallons of water out in a blizzard could really do some damage.
Create destroy water.
Yeah.
Or would it come out as a flurry, like a snow machine?
Yeah. Yeah, it may not be necessary. You could do other things.
Be right back. Give me 1 moment.
All right.
Where's he going?
I don't know.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Not you.
I know. I was trying not to break the fourth wall. Come on, guys.
Oh, Diana, honey.
All right.
Huddle up, sweetie.
Shall we pack up camp and get an early start in case the weather turns? I know Eno said it was going to be nice, but weatherman.
Kind of come wake up Alice. Are you ready to roll out? What? Not dealing with the cold?
Anybody have any food?
Not the right person to ask.
Mm.
Quixotic has food. Monty
Make-
sometimes has food.
I can make some fiber bars if we want to do that.
Kohi can.
Kohi has sustenance. I wouldn't call it food.
He can pray.
Whatever
he can
those
pray
Bavita like
sustenance
health,
into the world.
health
Get little
cookies or whatever
wafers.
it is.
Pass.
Get those little
You
wafers.
Get out of here.
Little
It's
circular
communion
ones.
wafers packed into a bar. Like, how did they make them worse?
Also, he shits it out.
It's in that shape. Food goes out the butt, comes out the mouth.
It makes sense. It's just math.
Kohi, what deity are you aligned under?
What the hell is it? God of Judgment.
Elmore.
Tyr. Yeah,
Gallon
the
work,
body
yeah.
of Tyr. Body of Tyr.
It's fair.
Yeah, Elmore.
It's perfectly balanced.
Do you got your tattoo?
Yeah.
Do you need anything in East Haven?
Oh.
Does anybody else need anything in East Haven other than waylaying, getting a couple tattoos, and heading to Bryn Shander?
That's all I need.
Rob, you're talking, but you're muted.
We have to go through there anyway to get to the path back to Bryn Shander.
That's true.
So
But I'm just trying to judge how much time we're going to spend there.
I think
could
the
take the bypass.
only thing I'm interested in stopping for is that, and maybe buzzing by the trader just to see if our icy friend has come back.
You know, as the morning comes, I feel like I should share something that the icy friend was more than just a stranger. I had fought a person I knew when I was alive. He was his young prime self with icy powers. And when we killed him, he turned into a monster. And then when we killed that, he turned into snow and disappeared.
Did
He
you
was
get
the
a
head of
sense
the
that he was
church.
killed?
He was the head of the Church of Auriel. I assume he may have some kind of pact with her at this point. And he should be dead. He should have been dead 60 years ago, but he's not. Should have been dead 80 years ago. He was old when he killed me.
We killed you. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. It might have been why it took a long time for me to bring it up. But the guy who killed me showed up suddenly in the middle of the night, and I tried to kill him, and I didn't get the satisfaction twice. So, been dealing with that. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. He may have some extra powers, and he may have some kind of deal with Ariel. So we may be running into him again.
Yeah. Well, we can
Find him
make the
again.
next time
kill him
count.
again. Yeah.
I'd love to kill him again. So
Hey, if this becomes a weekly thing, that's just icing on the cake, right?
yeah, it's a good pun too. So
Unique
yeah,
loot from him.
I wanted to be. I wanted cards on the table about the whole thing.
That's good. I mean, it's like support you in that matter, right? Nobody ever really gets the opportunity to take that vengeance, and it seems like it's robbed from you again.
I was hoping to interrogate a corpse and then burn it, but killing him might have felt better. Didn't get many answers, but I didn't really feel much like talking when he was alive.
I'm back. Sorry.
So, just walks into a conversation he has no idea about.
Yep. Hello. Like, oh, you guys look like you're having a serious moment.
Eno's kind of just sitting in the corner, thinking hard.
Counting to 2 over and over again.
1, 2, 1 and 2, 2 twos. Yeah. So it may be. There could be roadblocks in the future. That's all I wanted to say. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we know that there's going to be quite a bit coming up here that we're going to be dealing with, especially as we move back to the what is it, the sea of moving ice, or that whole area.
Yeah. So I'm looking to be more prepared, maybe have more tools at our at our ready, like people or groups or things to fight her. So it might be better that we make more stops before we see her. So sea of moving ice last might be a good idea.
Makes sense. Got a meteorite. There might be something with that, right? Cool stuff rains down from the sky.
It could be anything. It could be a boat.
It could be a boat. Could contain Superman.
I'll take the box.
The box could be anything. It could be a boat. So yeah. That's about it. I guess if we run into Zan's copy in the snow, hopefully he doesn't remember who we are and we could take advantage of that. But we have a lot of powerful wizard people that are mad at us. I'm starting to wonder if we need to start parlaying them into tools to meet the ends that we're after.
Yeah, I mean, there was that what was her name? And she was I forget what race she was, but she was one of those races.
Yeah,
it was her.
She was a
tiefling.
tiefling.
That's right. She seemed to be somewhat open to somewhat of an alignment with us.
I'm okay with just making sure there's less of them in the future.
Yeah.
You guys have a problem with wizards?
So far, we've been very suspicious of them and not helpful.
Yeah, we haven't done ourselves many favors in that department, but
we
do have
them in basements in suspicious circumstances.
We have found a suspicious number of wizards in basements, have we not?
More than one.
I would say with at least 3.
Assumptions too.
More than one, I can tell you that much.
Yes, many lots.
Eno doesn't know that. Alex does.
Yeah, I know. There's a pause as he tries to convert down the number of wizards he's found in basements. Many lots.
Basements, towers, basement towers, tower basements. All right, shall we venture on out?
should probably venture.
Well, the
out.
dark is still dark and the cold is still cold.
Ugh.
The axe beaks just live outside for a day and not die.
I mean, yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you pass some axe beaks on your way in? You know,
Yeah, I left him with mine.
not dead. That's good.
What's your ex-week's name?
Anon.
And
Makes sense.
All right. So let's climb out of here, collect our rope. There's nearly fucking nothing in here for us, so let's go.
well, we found those books, right? That's
Oh yeah,
okay.
there's books. Was there anything super useful in them?
Monty was reading them.
Yeah, I think we went over them and it was a lot of took some
Like
notes on them.
Netherese, like nonsense?
I certainly did not find a book of any type.
None. We found an empty bookcase that you could
That's right. You
put.
found it in. You found it in an empty chest too, didn't you?
Yes,
Empty
it
chest.
is.
We found a
Keep
nice
sipping your drink.
a nice humidor for your book that you might find to be very valuable to you, and you could put it in.
Oh, I've seen those. They usually keep books like in pristine condition until you open them the wrong way.
Alice, why don't you go ahead and make me a
Carelessly.
deception check?
Are we contesting this, or is she just making a deception check?
15. What's your passive insight?
I think
not
it's
bad.
insight.
Passive
Yeah,
insight.
they're all-
It's listed on
They're
the
all
left side.
they're all 14. Yeah. So
Oh, wow.
14. So she passed.
Yeah. Yep. Just an empty book box. It's all yours, buddy.
What was that?
Awesome. I will put it to proper use.
All right, let's roll out.
Alice,
Dump out, like,
Alice did
Dust of some
convey
sort.
to the people that were down there that you saw a iconography on the book that was similar to the medallion that Dazan had on the table when you guys first came in.
I wonder if put together in a good situation, they might have done something. But now we got neither, and it's not our problem. Let's go.
Well, at least he'll never be able to use it.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, just get ready to head out of the tower. Start making your way up. And as you guys make your way up, I'm just gonna fast forward. You just get up to the top of the tower, and your axe beaks made
Have
it
my
through the
rope back?
night, tied to the outside of the spire. The bugbears did not kill them on their way in.
Thank goodness.
That was great. Why didn't you get your rages back when I long rested you?
They'd have gotten real fucked trying to fight that many XPs. Even if they were tied.
Yeah, geez, like they're ferocious. They have weapons on their face.
Yeah. Literally axe for beaks.
They're mean.
So yeah, so you guys go up to the top, and the day is yours.
Well, let's head back to East Raven and meet up with the tattoo guy.
Yeah, we're gonna
Where's
catch him
East
before he
Haven?
leaves town. It's west of here. That's not weird. Southwest of here.
Okay. I might be able to lead us there. I don't know where I'm going though. Do you have a map?
We do have a map. Maybe I have a map. I have a
He left
cartographer
it to
case.
you. Didn't
Yep.
he?
Seems
Did I
hard to
give you
read
that
this
note?
somewhere.
I gave you that note too. Fritz,
Yeah,
right?
I'll maybe have a peek at it before
Yeah.
before we head out. Either
Remind me,
before
I
go
have to
bed or-
actually get that to you.
Oh,
Don't
you
worry.
actually
I
wrote?
did a
Okay.
really good job resealing the wax on it. So.
Put them in our new bookcase.
Yeah.
I suppose. Are you good at tracking and survival? Is that something you're good at?
I live in the wilderness. Of course I am.
All right. Well, then go right ahead. Lead us.
Oh my god.
What'd you do?
Perfect. It's
What
absolutely
did you
perfect.
do?
Rolled a natural one.
He made a good first impression.
With a +6.
Yeah, it's a good first impression.
Where are we gonna end up?
You
Cody
end
goes, no, the map's this way.
Calvin's Cairn.
It's a mystery.
Well,
yeah,
actually-
yeah. We give him the map and he leads us home instead. This is my village. What?
This is where I'm from. Here's my house.
Grandpa.
Didn't
We're
we
how
take
many
the
days
river
north of
most of the
Calvin's
way
Bend?
here? Why are we not on a river yet?
You spend the first hour or two heading out from the spire, heading more so southeast, and eventually you do come to the river that you were expecting, just a little bit further up the river from where you guys left it initially.
Okay.
And now we can follow this to
here?
the city, it looks like.
Or here?
Yep. That's how we got here.
Yeah.
All right, let's head that way.
The day is calm. The wind is still. The snow is seemingly non-existent. The darkness is. Holy cow!
Jesus,
What did you do?
Everyone's just shitting
broken.
in bed.
It really is shit in the bed.
And the light that would normally come through and kind of break up the somewhat darkness. Kozatic is like seemingly blinding your eyes. So you did not have much luck as you try and close your eyes to brace against the cold weather outside. Eventually, though, following along the river, you guys do make your way eventually to the lake, locked in a share, and then kind of following the pathway along down towards East Haven.
This is
The
going to be
trip
interesting.
does take you about 6 hours or so with travel. Actually, with the extra hour or so, it took about 7 hours to get down to East Haven from the tower.
Fuck. It's a lot of. We had a really nice day that we just shit away.
Yo,
We're really
like
far
we're gonna
away
be
from
staying
town.
here again.
I'd like to try and get to Bryn Shander by nightfall.
It's another 8-hour ride.
Don't spend a lot of time here.
I think it's
On
just an hour
your
flag,
mounts, on your mounts, it's about 3 hours or so.
Oh, because it's a road and shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's true. Okay.
Well, there you go.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to not waste this good day for the bulk of our traveling. So.
Yep.
All right. Let's get in town and get to doing.
As we're riding up, Ito starts getting a little bit nervous.
Noticeably?
Like, noticeably.
Oh.
Why are you nervous?
Oh, you know where you are, right?
Been in a town before?
I wouldn't notice or ask. I don't know. I said that. Sorry.
I would have. Yeah, my passive
Yeah.
insight and perception is off the charts.
I have not been anywhere near this many people before.
Yeah, that would do it. Will be your village, does it have freestanding structures, or is it what's
Tents and caves mostly.
Nomadic.
Okay. Do you want to come in, or is this just overwhelming, or are you good to come into the town?
I have idea. Little miss, can I borrow you real quick?
Is he talking to me?
I think he's talking to you, little mess.
He's talking to me?
I don't know.
You talking to me?
Hell yeah. What's up?
He walks towards you, says, "Would you mind carrying me?"
Can I do that?
Through the city?
Physically, probably.
Oh,
And then as he says that, he transforms into a little bunny.
Oh,
Oh.
yes. I take him and I just like, is this weird? I kind of look at him. Is this weird? I don't care.
He
I don't think he can talk.
like somehow, some way,
it is weird.
yeah, somehow, some way, the rabbit shrugs.
Yeah.
And I kind of tuck him like in the cloak by my neck and keep warm, keep cozy.
oh.
I'm
Yeah.
happy.
It's kind of
Because
like
I transformed into a snow hare, so it's like
There you go.
There's like a meme or like sleeping with your Pokemon is not weird when it's a Pikachu, but when it's a Machoke, it's weird.
Hitmonchan leaves the gloves on, man.
Jinx, you're like, what are you really doing? Come on.
What?
Way
Your
too much
titties are so
cleavage.
huge.
We're just gonna leave Mr. Mime alone, right?
Mr. Mime's not allowed in
Because
the
he won't
house.
leave you alone.
So, all right.
Oh, man.
Keelan, I will need a notice of when we're getting close to 3 hours.
Okay.
All of a sudden, poof.
And just like laying across his shoulders.
Sounds good. I will. I'll have Nicola tell you.
All right.
All right. So you guys made your way back to East Haven, and Eno is a snowshoe hare. You guys heading back to the Wet Trout right away?
Yeah.
Come back into town.
Yeah. Was I the only one that still had tattoo? Because I thought there were at least 2.
Oh, I needed mine still as
But
well.
I
okay.
needed mine
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
There's a few of them.
So we could stay here and then people could do something.
Does Eno
Yeah.
want to work on something or get something?
Nope.
Okie doke.
That's the best thing about druids. I don't need anything.
Ooh.
So I'll wait here and get my tattoo. Are you guys gonna do anything?
I'm gonna try to get to like a general store or something and get some more sneaky snacks in
And
my
rope?
pockets.
Oh,
I got all my rope back, didn't I?
Yeah.
fuck. Never mind. Too
Do I
late.
need more
Yeah.
rope?
I don't know. We suddenly needed like 200 feet the other day, so I don't know. Doesn't hurt. You have
Just
enough.
stockpile now.
And then when I've got like some dried berries or something, then I'll like share some with Eno Bunny.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
He comes back. He's like, "Why did you feed me berries? I'm allergic."
Oh God.
I'm gonna have the
Is there an
Right.
EpiPen spell?
Sorry, they had red berries, with this like white snowshoe hair, just like blood dripping from his mouth.
Blood all over
Look at the
his mouth.
bones.
So I'm not casting it, but Eno is definitely not allergic to berries.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's right. Those are awesome.
All right. Do you want to send anyone to go look at that traveling trader, or do you want to go yourself, Quicks?
I can go while you're waiting on, because does it take an hour to apply, right? For the tattoos?
Technically, yes, because you're tuning to it.
We get the
Yeah.
needle and we can do that.
Yeah, it would
whenever,
take about
right?
an hour to attune to it. So
Okay. Well, I don't remember when we did the last ones, if he had to sit there and like do it for an hour, or if he just had to be around it.
We did it while we were writing. That was pretty much what we did.
So, okay.
I think we
Oh, he
hand
just
waved
hand-
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, okay, so all 3 of us can attune at the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll buzz by the camp while I guess on the way into town. Can we just come in from the? Let me
Suppose.
figure
Sure.
out. Yeah, is the camp still there?
As you come into the south side of town, near where you guys ended up fighting Galander, Exotic, you guys don't see any sign of the traveling camp.
Okay, that answers that question. To the tavern. It's better to get tattoos drunk, yes?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Oh,
Always.
okay.
Better to pick them out drunk. You can get them when you're sober. Just pick it out drunk.
There you go. Okay. So then let's I mean, if we all sit in the tune to ours for an hour, then we can just get going then, yeah?
Yeah. Be good.
All right.
So I get my tattoo.
All right, you guys find the tattoo artist sitting in the wet trout by the fire. And as you guys enter in, he says, "Well, it's great to see you guys. Welcome back. I assume that you guys had a fun night out last night. I didn't see you at breakfast this morning."
It was There was, yes, business to attend to.
Educational. Yes.
That is, yes.
Yes. And we found a friend.
We
And
did
he
find a friend.
He says, "You seem to be short a friend."
Lost one, found one. Unfortunately, Davos decided to follow his path another direction. So
Yeah, he hasn't been through here, has he?
yeah, did he pick up his things?
He already had his tattoo.
No, but we left, didn't we? No, we didn't leave equipment here. We took it
Uh-uh.
with us.
He
Did you leave
says,
a message?
He said, "I have not seen your friend come through here."
All right then.
All right.
Well, if you do, let him know we're heading towards Bryn Shander.
I can do so. He says, "Take your." He kind of takes the needle and basically sucks up the ink on the page, and presses it into your skin. And he says, "All right, hold this here for. It'll take about an hour for the magic to transfer from the needle into your onto your skin, and after that, you should be good to go."
Okay.
He says, "If there's anything else that you need from me, let me know. I can. If you're looking for more tattoos, more advanced designs, given a little leeway, I can draw something up for you."
You have that 5,000 gold diamond. We could trade that for a rare tattoo. Somebody was looking at something that was previously out of our price range.
I think that might not be a bad idea to wait until we get to Bryn Shander, which is, I think, the biggest town, and maybe there will be something nice there to buy.
Oh, that's true.
Also, Eno, did he want a tattoo?
He's a bunny rabbit.
Yeah, it takes like a day to prep.
Tat a bunny rabbit.
Just shaving him.
As
Anyways.
you mentioned, 5,000 gold pieces, or 5,000 gold piece size diamond. You see,
We're getting mugged now.
you see him perk up his ears, and he goes, 5,000 diamond, you say? That is quite
Yeah, I mean cumulatively, but yeah.
quite the diamond. You guys must have had a very fun night last night.
It was unique, yes.
Yeah.
It was.
Well,
But we never kiss and tell, so.
He says,
But
"Well, if
anyway.
there's anything you need," and he kind of hands you a small sort of what almost looks like a business card of sorts, and on it, the card, written in like a calligraphy ink, it says Ishmael Bazan, tattooist. And on the back of the card, when you flip it over, kind of in very scripted calligraphy, it says East Haven. And he says, "If you're looking for tattoos in the future, pull up my card and it will tell you which town I am in."
That's
Oh,
neat.
That's
Pretty
neat.
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 Yeah. I
I
suppose
would,
for what you charge for a tattoo, it'll pay for nice stationery, huh?
He says,
Marketing.
part of doing
write that off.
business.
Yeah.
I will mark that.
All right, we've done this.
Okay.
You want to go hit the general store or somebody?
Oh, I thought I already kind of did that.
Oh, yeah, if we're hand waving that, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
While you guys were getting your tattoos and kind of getting the ink applied, Alice, if you wanted to head back over to the magic shop that you guys were in before, that had supplies as well for you to pick up. They ended in Mystical Scriptorium. So.
Let's do it. Anybody else want to come?
I have to hold
Sure.
this in my skin for an hour, so I'm gonna stay here.
I'll come. I'll play with my tattoo. later.
I'll get mine going. Oh,
Quicks?
I guess I could do it while we're on the road. You know what? No, I'll stay here.
Don't fuck it up.
You guys have fun.
I'll
Yeah.
go along too.
You pull that off before the water has had enough time to soak into it. Like, it just gets smeared. So.
Yep.
Colin, I think there was a magic item that summoned a creature that came out with the Fizzbins or whatever that might match the tattoo a little better. Let's see if I can find it.
You're welcome to, but I don't think they've added the functionality to reference another creature in homebrew stuff yet.
Fair enough.
So you guys head over to the Endman's Mystical Scriptorium. Alice, you said you were picking up some rope and some food rations.
No, I decided I had enough rope, but yeah, I'll pick up some snacks, some gorp or whatever.
Okay.
That's called.
He has some food, some kind of like elven leaven bread and whatnot, and stuff that packs well. May not be the most delicious, but it is nutritious. So, is there anything else that you're looking for?
Anything else new he's got?
Yeah. Anything exciting?
In the day that you've been here, since you were here last, he looks to you and says, "My shop does not turn over that fast. As much as I wish it would, there's only so much I can do."
Well, happy be the day you stumble across the grocery store on supply chain shipping day.
Yeah, better take a picture of the empty shelves.
Right.
He says, if there are any spell scrolls that you want me to attempt to procure, let me know. Otherwise, we continue to work on the ones that we know how to. So,
I think this will do us. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much. If there's anything else you need in the future, please feel free to stop back.
All right. Thanks.
All right. With that, it's been probably about an hour and a half or so since you guys have been in town.
We should get on the road.
That's fuck off.
Yep.
All right. Loading up your axe peaks, you guys head back outside and through town. Eventually making your way to the west side of town and out onto the east way. Monty, make me a perception check.
All right. Making perception checks. Yeah. That's passable.
The 15, as you were thinking about your kind of head throbbing, it seems to have increased in frequency and the size of which, like the tempo, the loudness of the tempo in your head just seems to have increased. So,
like, louder than it's ever been, or back to maybe what it previously was?
Back to what it was when you were here in East Haven.
Okay.
Last, and you noticed previously, like when you were up in Carcarnig and Cardinival, that it was not nearly as loud or as frequent as it is here in East Haven. So.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on it as we move away from East Haven towards Bryn Shander and see what it does on that journey as well.
Auntie, you kind of look like shit. What's going on?
Yeah, that throbbing, it seems to be back. It seemed to have lessened a little bit around the wizard tower, and I couldn't tell if it was just the fresh air or the bugbears or what. Maybe it went away, but it's back now, and I'm just feeling like crud again. So I think I'm gonna, kind of lean over and quietly whisper, like, so Kohi can't hear. I think I'm gonna see a specialist in Bryn Shander.
Make sure it's in network.
Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know if there's dodgy over there about it. I might also. I know it's new, but he seems to know something about the healing ways. I might tap him too.
So is Eno still with me, and is his X-Peak is like?
No, I'm back on my X-Peak now.
Oh, all right.
She sounds all sad. Oh,
Fine.
Just,
Fine.
just a bunny riding his X-Beak.
Hey.
It's a bunny on an
You know
axe.
it.
That would be hilarious.
I want it.
Best.
Get in the comments.
There
Make
you
that
go.
artwork.
Yeah, that's gotta work. 3D print that.
So you guys head out of East Haven, back on the road, back on the somewhat
I go in there.
trodden, kind of packed snow roadway they call the Eastway nowadays, heading west towards Bryn Shander. Eventually, as the day seems as if it's coming to an end, it's been a long day for you guys. Lots of travel, and a pit stop in East Haven, picking up your tattoos and any extra supplies. Eventually, you guys make your way back into the town walls of Bryn Shander.
Well,
let's see, where is Bryn Shander?
Now that we arrive in Bryn Shander, I just realized maybe we should have talked to someone in East Haven about the whole
Too late.
the people and the wizard.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Like if he
Whoops.
came through here, or the fact that we did a
Well,
good thing.
Well, I think we went there on the behest of someone to figure out what happened to the people that were killed, and we kind of figured it out. And
I think it was to
doesn't
figure out what
Yeah.
it was just that it was mentioned that the tower was of interest to the wizard.
matter.
The guy that they burned.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't
then we
think it was on
accomplished
the
our
behest
goal.
of someone. Yeah.
So
All right.
Scython, for future reference, was the patron that you guys had gotten a whole bunch of information from about local goings-ons.
Mhm.
He knew Monty, right? Or no?
That was the
No.
guy we
That was a
first
different
met.
dude. Okay. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the bartender, Baltor, he was the guy that I knew, and then Murtor was my contact in the kind of like the educational district over there.
Hey. It's a big fucking map.
Yeah,
A big fucking city.
Well, big
Yeah,
town.
we would. Oh, there we are. I see us.
You see you?
I see me.
it doesn't matter.
So, Nicola, what time is it?
At this point, Nicola, you look up and looking at the sun's position, or where you think the sun would be, after about the 7 hours you guys spent on the trail, and then in the morning, the hour and a half, 2 hours you guys spent in East Haven, and the three and a half hours you guys spent on the Eastway to Bryn Shander, it's probably closing in on 7 o'clock at night or so now.
Do we want to try to do anything and talk to somebody before we find lodging for the night, or should we just call the day done?
We have an inn that we're expecting some equipment to show up at.
Yeah.
But I think there was another inn that we'd been at before. So
No, we have skipped the inns here. The only one we've gone to is the big one for looking
North
for your
Look.
gear.
yeah, I thought
Frothy
we
mug.
buzzed. Yeah, we buzzed one of them to look for my shit back in the day.
Yeah, I think we should check that again. Do we know? I know we had read the letter from Tony to Agatha back in the day about. I want to ask around. I have a letter that I've kept to myself for a while. We all kind of looked at it, but I kept it. It's from a Tony guy in Bryn Shander talking about Auriel. Then maybe you know something.
Forgot we had that.
But maybe we can do it later, tomorrow.
Do we want to try to find? We're trying to find copper too, right?
Copper?
A
Well,
dwarf.
there's the gnome
Oh.
hut, right? Yeah.
Something about a black cabin near here.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Maybe we just hit that off and then we go to the inn that Quix's armor might be at and call it a night.
All right. Where do you think we find copper?
Where do you think we find copper?
Hold on, I'm looking at my notes.
You guys do recall that
No name.
Scythian mentioned that copper could be found at the House of the Morning Lord.
House of the Morning. What?
House of the Morning Lord.
That's a god. That's like a temple, yeah? Or no?
Go ahead and make me a religion check.
I will do that, and it will be very successful because I
I
am.
will help you because I'm good at religion.
Can I make a history check instead? No. Okay. That's a 19. Just singular.
With a 19, you would know that the House of the Morning Lord is a shrine to Amantur, which is the god of the sun. Kind of. So yeah, so you know that's a shrine to the sun god.
Okay. Yeah, I'll mention. I assume that's about all I would know. Just
Yeah.
Morning Lord in my brain goes, that sounds like a god. And I'll mention it's a religious thing, you know. There's a couple of you around here. Oh, is Eno gonna be okay?
He's kind of quietly hanging around in the back because he saw that nothing really bad happened. So he's not a hare, but he's just there.
Okay. He's on a hair trigger though. Got
Yeah.
it.
No, he's just kind of there being quiet, trying to stay out of the way, even though he's huge.
Yeah.
Towns like this have town guard. We could ask them where this bar is. If they know where anything is, it's places to drink.
All right.
North looking.
We're looking for that specific one for talking to the gnome, right?
The gnome,
That's
the House
a-
of the Morning Lord.
A
Shrine.
Oh, it's a shrine. I thought it was also a place to. I thought it was also a tavern.
It's
Sorry.
church wine.
Sounds
Church
like my
wife.
kind of shrine.
Before we walk into town, I kind of find a little spot and like poop out my little inkling. Just like neat.
just to try it out.
Just to
Yeah.
try it.
Just a little ink monkey.
It's
Yeah,
I
get my
that we had kind of whatever house ruled it to look like kind of like a panther or something
cool.
nimble, but
nice.
Oh, cool.
I didn't.
But
It
not
made
monkey.
a little. Yeah, it made a little more sense for it to be a cat or something like that, not a
Cool.
monkey.
It's like this weird wavy black cat.
Yeah, I picture it being like for some reason a two-dimensional 3D creature. You know, like you
Oh.
can see it from the sides.
With the Naruto character, Sai or something, who did the
Yeah.
painting.
You're like what he drew became like creatures and shit. I can see what that looks like. That's cool.
Neat.
Nice.
I don't know if that's what it looks like, but in my head, it's
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
it like bends.
Nice.
All right, let's head into town. Who wants to talk to the guards?
I'm not good at that.
Sure.
We need to talk to the guards. I mean, I'll talk to them, but
They know where things are. So
oh, you
We're
want to
trying
find
to-
the House of the Morning Lord? Yeah, I'll walk up there and ask them.
Okay.
It's late, so you know, like they're probably a bit on the lookout, anyways. Like, hey, we're coming in, traveling from East Haven. You know, we're planning to stay, you know, in the area, you know, where the Dawn Seekers. You may have heard of us. I flex a little bit.
He looks to you and kind of tilts his head, and just kind of keeps looking out at the snow.
Like, okay. Anyways, the house of the you know where the House of the Morning Lord is? And a good inn. and some good beer.
Just kind of stands there, just kind of looking, not necessarily at you, kind of like through you.
Hmm.
Give him the gold.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll palm him two electrum. That's worth more than gold, right? Yeah, 2 electrum.
He looks down at his hand.
The fuck is this?
Like giving someone a Sacagawea dollar. You're like, "What the fuck?"
It's still
I know it's
money.
money, but I hate it.
Give me a
Goes-
$2 bill too.
He says, if you're looking for a place to stay, the North Look Inn, the north side of town, outside of the North Gate, or just inside the North Gate, would be the place to stay. And he goes back to staring through you.
Guess the House of the Morning Lord will have to find itself, huh? Maybe there's some good
Single
advertising
gold.
in here.
There's a pause for a minute, and Quixotic says, there was a woman I was looking for in town. I believe she may have fallen on some hard times. Goes by the name Belladora. Is there an area that she frequents that you're aware of?
He
That
says,
was the out of game. That was the
Yeah.
contact for the
Give him more money.
he looks to you, tilts his head, and then goes back to looking through you.
That's okay. I'm sure she would deserve it more than you would. I wouldn't want to take it away from her anyway. I'm sure I'll find her.
He just kind of doesn't even acknowledge you.
Okay, all right,
Into town.
into town.
I love that the efficacy of the city guard remains consistent. To say out loud to them.
Stereotypes exist.
You look back and he's kind of talking over to one of the other guys. He's like kind of looking in his hand, and they're going like, "What the fuck is this?"
Is this real money?
Is this
Money.
real? This is.
And the other guy goes, "Yeah, dude, you never seen a 50-cent piece?"
No, he's a millennial.
It's like, is this a Bitcoin? What the hell is
Is
this?
this
silver
Yeah,
dollar?
it is.
Yeah.
I'm rich.
He's a
Susan B. Anthony dollar? What?
Right.
Wait, I thought
silver
Harriet
penny.
Tubman money wasn't coming out yet. This is fake.
Fake.
It's a
Somebody-
silver
Somebody
penny.
printed it.
All right.
So you guys,
When we get to go to the North Look, and we'll ask them, or maybe we'll find somebody else more helpful in the center of town, because
So
the North
you
Look
guys-
is over there.
Maybe the
Yes.
bartender of the North Look could help us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's actually right by the guard entrance on the
Cool,
east
cool,
side of the
cool.
city.
Double back.
Good fucker.
we walk by it on the way up to the
Right.
Norfolk. Fucking what?
Carry on,
so
Kills.
yeah, so you guys, as you guys start walking through town, you see, I mean, the town's like there's people out and about, not many of them, but kind of moving from building to building, trying to keep warm. And yeah, it's kind of heading towards the center of town, make your way into the town square area, and then eventually head north towards the North Gate from where you guys had entered in before. Eventually getting to the North Look that you guys had checked out on your way through Bryn Shander before. Right there.
Yeah, that's a fucking long ways away.
Mhm.
It
Big
is.
town.
Is Scram Sacks behind the bar?
You get to you open up the door and you do see Scramsax standing behind the bar.
Are you taking notes?
Yeah, I got notes. I don't remember if he's sucked or not, but I got his name.
But you got
I
notes.
do not have that many notes about Bryn here.
Look up the
But
Yelp
you guys didn't spend
reviews.
much time here, so
We asked the parrot out front for the Yelp review.
as you guys enter in, Scramsax goes, "Welcome to the North Look. What can I offer you today?"
I would like 1 ale, please.
Says, "1 ale coming right up." And for the rest of you,
Food
are you
and
a
ale.
drinker?
What is drink?
Oh,
Oh, buddy, we
We're
can
gonna
show
Y'all
have
you.
gonna
fun
learn.
tonight. Bartender, some of your strongest, best
and
ale.
Scramsax pulls up a large, almost like drinking horn, and hands it to and he says, "This is drink." And he
I'll
raises
wait for
a mug to you, and says, "And we drink." And he throws back a flagon of ale.
He
That
knows a
looks
big guy.
interesting.
He'll be fine.
He says, "The first one's on me."
I will take a sip of ale.
It won't taste good, but if you do it enough, it feels good.
So many things in life are like that.
Indeed. Especially
right.
things that are free the first time.
And he looks, after he finishes his flagon of ale, he looks at the rest of you. He says, "Around?"
Around.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right.
And rooms for the evening, I think.
And food.
And food.
Rooms can
Yeah,
be
Enoch, you don't want to do
procured.
too much of this on an empty stomach.
Food. Is there anything in particular, or just some good old hearty knucklehead chili?
Mmm.
Knucklehead
Fish
chili.
chili.
Fish chili.
Fish chili.
Chili
Sounds
fish.
delicious. I'm sure
Not
everyone would love a bowl.
Everyone would
Yes,
love a
we would
bowl.
I was
love
gonna say,
it.
what else is on the menu? But we're good. Yes, fish chili.
You give
please.
mine to
Ooh,
He's a
fish.
big
I
guy.
like
He needs
fish.
to eat.
It is a mediocre fish chili.
Six
It's
is
the
better than
meatiest,
five.
meatiest evoker.
Depends. Oh, it's on a D20. Okay. Never mind. It's not on a 10. That's on a 20. That's
I
worse.
was gonna say, ooh. Yeah.
You don't get sick.
You may have been sitting for a little while. Was this
what?
yesterday's special too?
It's very lukewarm.
Roll me an
Oh, I
insight
like my
check.
seafood.
Monty.
Yesterday's fish chili.
All right.
What was your name? Ramshackle?
Scramsacks.
Oh,
Ram sacks.
Scramsacks.
I'm very observant of this
Rusty
chili.
Yeah, I mean, after a flagon of ale, he says to you, "No, this is today's fish chili, and I would appreciate
Insight
it."
check.
What?
I said inside check.
Oh,
I asked
Monty,
him if it
that
was
was
yesterday's
Monty's.
Oh, okay, never
insight
mind
check,
then.
yeah.
I was half
Yeah.
paying attention.
Determining if it was
So.
yesterday's fish chili too.
Oh, it's fine.
And as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth, Monty.
I shrug and go down to it and raise a toast to him. I had enough knucklehead around here, so it's all good now.
What was his name?
Scramsacks.
Scram.
Sorry.
You gotta call him like Scram Shuckle, Ramchack.
Yeah, I'm
You
just.
gotta make that a
Shadrach,
thing
Meshach, and Abednego.
then. Abednego.
It sounds like a name he gave himself. I'm sorry. Scramsacks. We're looking for a few things. Would you be able to help us find out where they are?
Says likely yes.
Good. I
So
might even
we'll-
remember your name if you help us. We're looking for a
House of the Morning Lord.
House of the Morning Lord.
Says the House of the Morning Lord. That's up towards the north east corner, if you can call a circle a corner, of the northeast quadrant of Bryn Shander.
East is the other way.
That's right.
So this is, and he kind of indicates. He says it's along a bordered wall, almost towards the outside wall.
Good to know.
So, but it indicates that this is the House of the Morning Lord.
All right, right here. All right. I don't know if anybody else is looking for something, but I'm looking for someone named Tony Fury.
Says he kind of pauses for a second. He goes, "It's not a name like it's mentioned around here. very often. Tony keeps to himself. What business do you have with Tony?
Found a letter of his mentioning Auriel, and I'm hoping he can help us solve the problem that you're all having. It'd be worth it to you for us to find him.
Says, roll me a persuasion check.
Haven't heard that name in a long time.
Oh, that skipped across the table on a 5 until it hit the corner.
With a 26, he says, Tony tends to keep to himself after his last expeditions, keeping to his library. But if what you say is true, if I know Tony has been trying to search for solutions to his problems. You can find him kind of down in the south middle side of town.
Okay. If we had to bring something that he would enjoy to ease interrupting his solitude, what do you suggest?
It says, what would Tony enjoy?
Oh,
A good book?
yeah. I mean,
I've never seen a book.
Ever.
Fuck, when you guys
I
keep
think
asking me about
Booker-
books? Huh? I didn't touch a book.
Or something like that.
I mean, he's got two things. He's a wizard. Well, three things. He's a wizard. He's a librarian, and he's a demon hunter. So those are interests of his, and they're all pretty well known.
It says, if you have any books, Tony would love to learn. He's always on the lookout for new books.
We picked up a couple
know
of
that.
the ones he might be interested in.
All right. Well, good to know. Thank you. And then
If it's going to a library, that's kind of like a book museum, so I might be all right with it.
I'll ask him to change 5 gold pieces into Electrum, just so I could leave him 5 Electrum and keep 5 to give to someone later.
Yes. He's like, sorry, I only got 3.
He looks to you and he goes, "The fuck is this?" He says, there is not a lot of Electrum that makes it up here from the Sword Coast. Mostly we deal in gold and silver pieces.
That's fair. What do we owe you for food and lodging?
For the food and lodging for a night, or are you planning on staying for more than one?
I'll deal with tonight. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah. Just the
It
night.
says 3 gold pieces for the rooms and for the food.
Okay, here's 4.
And tips his hat and says, "Thank you. I appreciate it. There is not a lot of business up here, and in these trying times."
I stopped paying you to talk to me just now.
Nods his head and doesn't say anything else.
Perfect.
Wonder if there's a place around here for magic items.
We get no response.
Well, I says out loud to the group. I hadn't really mentioned it to him.
Yeah. Is anybody else familiar with the area besides Nicola, you were up here. I was more East Haven, but I'm sure that there's a magical place around here.
I'm sure there is. Did I spend much time here? I thought it was more.
You mostly, you came through here, but
Yeah.
after you recovered, you essentially went back down to. You were pretty quick to make it back down out of 10 Towns.
I'm sure I probably would have a couple of years ago, but I would have heard of something in the area. The magical supplies and stuff. I wouldn't have just hit up. Was it Enoch's Magical Emporium? So probably would have made some trips.
Okay. Go ahead and make me
Ender games.
a history check.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if I even gave the magic shop that they found here a name, the one that kept crushing places.
Yeah. With a
If
history
you, if you
10,
give it a name, you can be killed. It's better that it's
Right.
unknown.
Better that it's unknown.
if you get it with a history of 10, you remember that Bryn Shander has had a couple of magic shops pop up every now and then, but the competition just kept crushing them.
Crushing.
And so there was never a magic shop that stayed in business here for long. But occasionally one pops up every once in a while.
They rotated in and out, so we'll have to do a little research and see if there's one that's up and about these days, or if they're on the out.
So yeah, with a 10 history, that's what you remember.
Yeah.
Okay,
Some
at this
drinking
point,
and-
after some drinks and some food, you're probably about 8, 9 o'clock at night or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but music time by the fire
There you go.
for another hour or so, and then bedtime.
Oh wow!
What have you done?
I
was just
rolled to
gonna-
see how drunk I was at not drinking, and apparently I'm not very drunk at all.
Well, you're
Out of a
ginormous.
D100.
Wow, a 3 on a D100 is fucking. That's like rolling for divine like you
Yeah, you
actually made a
get
divine
divine
intervention
intervention.
roll.
Right?
But so, like, Eno is sitting there drinking. He's like, am I supposed to be feeling something different?
I don't get it.
I don't understand the appeal. It tastes bad.
Tastes bad, and I feel nothing.
Do you
Why
have
do you
water?
do
Water
this?
tastes better than this.
I'll sit by the fire with my tattoo and with my new tattoo, and I'll pull out. Would I just pull out a head?
It's a skull, isn't it?
No, I have a couple heads. I have 2
Okay.
heads.
Oh, okay.
Are they starting to shrink at this point, or?
I, was
I don't
trying to
know.
remember what
It's-
yours was.
I have 2 of them. Nah, I'll do it in the room.
Yours
Private
is
time.
speak with dead, right?
Yeah, my tattoo allows me to speak with dead once a day. And I got 2
Okay.
2 heads I've been curious about and I wanted to talk to.
Is this a cry for a friend?
Oh, absolutely not.
He goes, don't you
He
dare.
he says that absolutely not, and make me a deception check.
I wouldn't make a deception check. It'd be a persuasion check. I honestly don't want to make friends. I persuade you.
Yeah, you're feeling.
You use the head to say absolutely not.
I do not.
Absolutely not.
Shaking it by the hair to make
Kill
it.
them.
I'm like, all right, it's just creepy.
Yeah, that's probably more like it. I might be a little autistic too. You don't know. I don't know.
He's on the spectrum a little bit, just a little. All right, I'll go back to playing the lyre.
There's a
Turn a
little
little
bit
bit
of
away
me
from-
in all of my characters.
Quickside gets a little drunk and he's trying to decide if he wants to name his cat or not.
Is this name your cat? That's cool. Is this the place you would ask about your armor?
I
bar?
believe so. You just said the biggest.
I had it
yeah,
sent to the
biggest-
biggest establishment in Bryn Shander. Is this the
Okay.
largest establishment in Bryn Shander?
Believe that would be accurate. I don't know. Yeah, I can ask. There's a possibility that a piece of equipment was being shipped up here from down south, and the shipper was just instructed to send it to their largest establishment in town. Is there a chance that it would have arrived here? I asked the bartender.
He says, we don't have many shipments up here. It's odd that you ask that, because just yesterday a package arrived labeled for Quixotic. I believe the package is called.
That
It
would
was
be
labeled.
me, yes.
That would be you. Do you have any
it
proof
would be-
of
ID.
ID?
Does,
Identification?
does anybody have government issued ID? I'm trying to think of what I would have. That
Do I have a
would,
receipt?
Yeah, right. I think you did buy it, so
I
'cause
did. I
didn't
did
buy it.
arrange for it to happen.
Yeah,
You can tell
Uh,
him exactly what it's supposed to be.
yeah. Well,
Do you know
Yeah.
exactly what it's supposed to be?
yeah, because I was you. I think
Oh,
you
I had
told me you
mentioned the
got
thing
it,
that you
right?
wanted. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the thing that you wanted. I told you, so you
Yeah.
know what it is.
It's a very unique piece of armor that was being shipped up here. I guess I'm not sure how to prove that I'm me, other than that we're known to the. I guess we're known to the speakers in a couple of towns, so it'd be something where you'd have to ask around for it, I guess. Because we wouldn't have paperwork identifying ourselves, right?
He says, have you done anything here in Bryn Shander of note?
We came through, but we did save. Oh God, what's his name? The guy from.
The other city.
Not Kranich.
Was it Targos? Yeah, Targos.
We saved Kranich. We saved Targos.
Yeah, Keegan.
Keegan. Yeah, we saved Keegan. He's very well known around here, right? So
Keegan's
yeah, I say
husband, Garrett.
Oh,
Garrett.
Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett's well known around here.
Garrett the
We
adventurer
were
of the
in.
character.
We were critical in saving Garrett, who is a townsperson from one of the other local cities, and then we were also trying to think of where else.
He pauses when you say that, and he goes, "So wait, you're the Dawn Seekers?
Yes, we are part of the Dawn Seekers.
You might
Why
know
didn't
us.
you say so?"
You know what? That's a horse of a different color. I hadn't thought about it. Yes, we were also helping out in Tourmaline and a couple other places.
He's not from around here.
I'm not from around here. I hadn't thought that that would be the identifier.
Next time, lead with that you are part of the Dawn Seekers. They are well known, and you guys are well known in these parts, and the most of us look favorably upon you for the amount of helpfulness that you guys have brought to our towns in these trying times.
That
Hey.
is good to know. Well, thank you very much. It has been kind of a pleasure to be helping out up here.
I'll bet to the guards on the east gate. God.
Yeah, right.
Our
right.
good-natured blackmail in every town we've been in has worked out.
Give us a favor.
Yeah.
He says, your next round's on the house here.
Oh, thank you very much.
Do you have anything stronger?
I'll pay for this. I want to see this happen.
Yes.
I want to
The
facilitate.
fire whiskey.
He says, if you're looking for something stronger, may I suggest some mead?
Yes, up north here isn't there a famous town for that? Yes.
Good mead is the town that you're thinking of, but their mead supply has been has shrunk with these winter. Their supply is dwindling, and they're pretty stingy with their supply. But we do have Dynasty mead down in the cellar, if that is something of interest.
The guy said he wanted to get drunk, not sniff and fucking taste shit. Give him some of that bathtub shit.
I was
and
gonna
get
say
him fucked.
meat'll fuck you up though, right?
He says the Dynasty mead will get you pretty shitty.
All right.
That's what I want to hear.
Away you go then.
All right.
All right.
Scramix knows how to
I'm
party.
gonna get drunk and cuddle with my armor. So the armor did come in, yes.
He says, let me go grab the package for you. Then I will grab a bottle of mead to share with the Dawn Seekers.
Thank you very much. Yes, that would be fantastic.
So he goes in back and pulls out a wrapped kind of like a package, wrapped it with paper and twine, and hands it to you. Kosopik. Then he heads down into the cellar to grab 2 bottles of the Dynasty mead and brings it up and starts pouring it into glasses for everyone.
It was glamour studded leather, right?
Correct.
So, yeah. And I'll kind of get up from whatever dark corner I'm sitting in and go sit next to Quixotic. And while you're trying to like unopen or like open up the package, I'll put my hand over the top of it and I'll look at you and I said, this comes with one favor for me.
Yes, that can be done, sure.
If anything happens to me, I want you to take care of Alice.
Oh, I would guarantee it. You would you would hear the echoes of the rage of battle down in the underworld if were you to something to occur.
Good. All right. Then enjoy your gift.
I do appreciate this, my friend.
And then I'm gonna go take a hat out of my bag and sit in a corner. Everyone's drunk. I don't give a shit anymore.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a hat out of my bag, set it on the table in front of me.
You see Scramsax look like he's about to start to protest, and then
I'll look at him and be like, I'll clean it up. Don't worry.
And he just he says thanks, and just goes about wiping down the tables around you guys. There's no other patrons in here. It's just you guys and Scramsax, but he's wiping down all the tables nonetheless, keeping busy.
It's a light crowd for an evening. You said it's 8 o'clock at night, right?
It's 8 o'clock at night tonight.
Wow.
It's Sunday though. I mean, people gotta work.
I'm gonna get into that armor, the new stuff,
Okay.
and then it gets all done, and I go, and it just looks like normal street clothes.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
A feeling that suits you.
Oh, this is a delight.
And I'll go watch this. And then I'll cast Speak with the Dead with my skull.
All right. Which skull are you speaking with?
I'll say I grab the maybe a dwarf's head. It's Blue Boots from the top of the mountain that we found. Was it Cair Koenig?
Oh yeah.
Kelvin's Karen.
Kelvin's Cairn.
I kept wanting to call it Cair Koenig too, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's a place named Cair Koenig,
It's a
right?
town. Yeah, it's a town.
That's the
That's
town
the town, yeah.
south of Kelvin's
Yes.
Cairn, which is the mountain.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have the head of the dwarf Blue Boots.
Yeah. I wonder if you can
Okay.
control F Blue Boots in the module. And there you go. Got the book. I go watch this, and I'll kind of like, I don't know, how do I activate my tattoo? Do I have to touch it, or can I just cast the spell? It's on my legs. Like I don't know. what the fuck.
He just lovingly rubs it.
No, they're on my. It's supposed to be on my legs.
So
I do
as
not
you
retract the statement.
as you pull up the the pant leg of your pants, unsure as to what to do, and you kind of like grab onto like the side of your calf, and as you do so, you cast Speak with Dead. You aren't sure what's going on or how to quite cast it, but that's how you think to do it, at least for now.
I'll figure it out eventually. And I go, "What's your name?"
And as the head starts moving and the jaw kind of
The noise I was expecting.
and you hear this like faint whisper of a breath, and it goes, Barthroom, hammer home.
Oh, Barthroom. Barth. I'm not gonna waste a question on that. I'm not gonna ask you if I'm saying it correctly. Don't trick me. We found you dead on the top of a mountain Did you, what happened to you?
Care to elaborate?
Yetis
That checks out.
found our camp.
Oh, you were part of the. Well, we saved a person from your group. I forget their name. Do you remember their name, Quix?
I would, but
The young woman, maybe?
that is true. But none of them from that group were missing, so this might be from a different time frame.
Oh, okay. We found the tiefling, didn't it?
We found all 3 of the people we went up to find.
Wait, didn't. I'm like side talking next to the skull. Did somebody die? Didn't we find them and they died too by him?
We found everyone that went up with the guide. So this guy would have been there. Okay.
Do you know someone named Asterix? Asterix?
That would have been the tiefling that survived. Yeah, Asterix.
Well, I have her
Gindo's
spell
the
book.
Goliath, and Perilu was the halfling.
Yeah, the Goliath is the skull I had gilded. That's his head. And then I have this. I have you. And I ask him if he knows who Asterix is, because I have her spell book, and I feel like it's from the same places where I got this guy's head.
He says, I know no Asterix.
Okay. Is there someone alive? Is there someone who was in your life who would like to know that you're dead and would maybe give us a reward for it?
Says, yes.
Cool, you're gonna make me waste another question. All right. What is their name and what town are they from?
That's 2 questions.
Nah, there was a conjunction in that question.
Give me 1 second. Why is this?
See, I keep these heads for a reason, Quix.
That's
Somebody
seven.
wants to know why these people are dead, and sometimes gives you rewards for it. Oh, I'm so happy to just know what happened to Bartholomew. Here is whatever.
It's like free money. I get it.
Yeah, you
That
keep
makes
a head.
sense.
Yeah, you keep a head in a bag on your side for a couple of days, and it turns into money.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, well, I have no problem with that. And also, this is not undead. I'm just tying a soul from wherever it might be to the skull for a couple minutes, and then it goes
Sure.
away.
It's not undead. I'm forcefully ripping it from its pleasant place in the underworld just to talk to me and putting it back.
Mhm. I'm plucking it and then putting it right back.
Yeah, it's catch and release. It's fine.
Yeah, nothing to be concerned of.
Mm-hmm.
You could just make up something, killing it.
Yeah.
Placeholder
Yeah.
for the meantime.
Give me just a second. There is a tie-in.
You can hit me back with it later. I don't want to burn a bunch of time with it.
Hang on.
He responds back and says, Maruna at the foaming mug.
Aruna, you said?
Haruna.
Aruna at the foaming mug. Is that in this town? That sounds familiar.
Make a history check.
Will do. Not bad. 16.
Oh, the 16. You remember that the foaming mug was the other tavern that you guys checked out, looking
Oh,
for
sick.
the glamour leather armor for Kozlotic as you guys came through before, and you remember it being on the just outside the southwest gate.
Cool. Do you mind that I throw your head in the hearth after I'm done talking to you?
You had no response.
Cool.
As you asked your last question, the head just started to kind of decompose upon itself.
Yeah, kind of scoop it up, throw it on the hearth, and then prestidigitate the table out of respect for Ramshackle.
There you go.
Yes.
See? I'm just gonna do it one more time tomorrow. I got one more. I don't want to have any
So-
heads with me anymore.
Well,
Sounds like a
That-
time to get more.
that will lessen the smell, I think.
Oh, does it smell?
I don't know. It's
Hmm.
too cold up here to smell, I think.
The cold keeps them from decomposing. That's why I could still talk to it after all this time.
Yeah.
All right. then.
All right. I check in on Eno. How's he holding up?
Wrong one. Yeah, okay. That's much better.
Actually,
it's-
I'll go with it, but you should have been rolling like a D6 or something at this point.
All right, I can do a D6.
Yeah, you're starting to feel it as the mead kicks in.
Oh, this is what alcohol is. Okay.
Yes, it is. Hopefully, this is not the start of a destructive pattern.
I pour some of the mead into my fish chili.
What?
I have some reservations about introducing alcohol to an indigenous tribe, just for unrelated reasons to what's happening.
Oh,
I hate you.
I feel like it's weird that we're introducing in the first place because they probably, if it's based off of Norse mythology, which I think they are, you'd think they'd be making it already.
Well, here's the
I think
thing.
it's hard to brew
He
alcohol.
might not know what alcohol is, but he might have
just
drank it before.
Called it a different name.
Exactly.
Oh, this is like Shoop Top. We make this all the time out of spit and whatever the fuck.
Yeah, out of honey.
Soured milk. It's honey and soured milk is what we use. What do you guys use?
Spit and whatever.
How they do that? Wait, isn't it how they start sake? Like way back in the day, they would
No.
they would chew rice and spit into it, and that'd be part of the beginning of the fermentation process.
Quebec, I believe, is what you're talking about.
Early mead was when they used to bury honey. They used to bury it under oak trees or something like that, and then
Well, I mean-
go off to battle. And when they came back,
It made them funny feeling.
Well, I mean, wine was crushed with the feet for years and years and years. So
kinky.
It's still crushed with the feet. Isley, we were at a winery, and Isley got to crush wine with her feet.
That is
During
so
harvest.
fun.
Yeah, that's
You
cute.
just like pick her up or show her stop
Just
yourself.
use her as-
What winery did you go
Just
to?
use her as like a mortar and pestle.
Solu Winery up in Kewaskum.
Cool.
Yeah.
yeah, like he might not have had mead or things like this, and not
Yeah.
like you have to remember he doesn't speak common. Common is not his first language.
Yeah.
What does he
Got
speak?
it.
Can I talk to him?
Giant.
He speaks giant.
Oh, I can't talk to him.
I
What?
can't talk to him.
There's
Who
no
speaks
relation.
giant?
I almost spoke giant, but I chose.
Who can talk
Spanish.
to Eno?
He knows
He
common.
knows
He's
common.
bad
It's
at
just
it.
not his
Oh,
primary
First
language.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Who can talk
You've
to
just
him?
been
He's just been
hallucinating this whole
mumbling.
time.
He's been talking to us for
I've
2
been-
days.
Yeah, I've been telepathically like translating everything. Maybe that's why my head hurts so
Where
bad.
did this rabbit come from?
Oh yeah, don't you need to find a doctor? Is that a tomorrow problem?
Sure. Probably.
Just
You
have
seem-
some more mead.
You seem fairly
I don't know.
unconcerned about your head problem.
Is it feeling
you have a
better?
head
How does
problem?
my head feel now that I'm in Bryn Shander?
Now that you're in Bryn Shander, it feels relatively similar to how you felt in East Haven.
Okay.
You have a head problem?
It got a little bit worse kind of midway through the road, but then kind of tapered back off to similar to the East Haven.
Okay. All right. I'll note that. Tomorrow I will go try to seek a specialist.
What's
See a
going
man
on?
about a dog. I've been having these like throbbing headaches and booming sensations for quite a while now. Pretty much ever since I got up here in the north. I don't know. Haven't really been able to trace it down. So yeah, it's hard to pin down. But yeah, it kind of comes and goes. You know, it was less when I was out in Calvin's Cairn and out in the Wizard's Tower, but it seems to have picked back up now. So not sure what's going on, but should probably you seem to know a little bit of the healing arts. You know, maybe you know something about it. Maybe you can give me a once over.
I could definitely give it a try. Can we take care of that tomorrow when I can make sure because I feel weird.
Yeah, I guess I'd want you at your best.
And you look over at, and he is, you think you've been having an actual conversation with any outsider watching the two of you talk after the mead. It is two drunk guys slurring at each other, going, "You're the best, man.
You're my best friend."
Was that Family Guy bit where they thought they did a really good job at the talent show, but but as it turns out, they were just screaming into a microphone.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, I can only do this once a day, so maybe I'll do this another time. But I got something else to do tomorrow. Gotta go to the frothing mug. Foaming mug.
Foaming mug.
So yeah, I think I might call it a night, unless anybody else needs to do anything.
Sounds good.
I think it sounds like a good night thing to call.
You gonna be all right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna stumble up the stairs
All right.
or wherever the rooms are.
Yeah,
Go
we have to
upstairs
find
to
out
your
who Eno's
rooms and-
living.
What was that,
Eno hasn't roomed with anybody yet.
I mean, you kind of slept in the same general spot as us.
But like it used to be Nicola and Dapos.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
How many rooms do we have this time?
I don't know. I gave him 3 gold. I don't know how many rooms I got back.
4 rooms is what you got?
All right.
4 rooms.
I mean, there's some single rooms. I think typically, Quixotic, me, and Alice share a room because I don't take a
Yeah.
bed.
Okay, then I guess out of everybody so far, it seems like Monty and Eno are the most like comfortable with each other right now.
Sure. Yeah,
I think, right?
I think so.
That
Yeah,
seems accurate.
So
Yeah,
he will room
come
with
on.
Monty then.
Yeah, and more than welcome to it. I don't play too much music late at night, but I am a bard, so
Well, maybe we can make music together. And he
maybe
pulls
we
out
can.
his flute.
Hey, there you go. Perfect.
Romance?
They can
I'm
be
not
friends.
very good at it though.
Or
Auntie will teach you.
He'll sit
It's
behind
hard
you
to
and
play
wrap
your
his arms around you and show you where to put your fingers on your flute.
On the
Is
flute.
is that a bone flute?
It's the skin
Is that bone?
flute.
Oh, you got you beat me to it.
There it is. There it is.
I thought they were gonna make pottery like ghost.
Yeah, well, I
I
was
was
going
thinking about
ghost, and then I got skin fluted. So
See,
It's
when
so
you said bone
beautiful.
flute, I started thinking of Critical Role's bone flute.
And the horny bard has been born.
I go in there.
And it's not even the horny bard who's playing the horny bard.
right?
You're gonna multi-class into bard with a -1 charisma.
Yeah, right.
Do it.
Anyways,
All right. So is there anything else you guys want to accomplish tonight, other than play the bone flute together?
Tell you all about that later.
yeah.
All right, I'm a little drunk, so I'm gonna just pretty much pass out in on a bed.
Okay.
On the bed.
same thing with, you
Mm.
know,
I ate my
After the bone
meat.
flute.
Yeah. I'll stay by the door and sit.
Okay. Sounds good. And with that, you guys make it through the night. Actually, Tarana, if you want to give me a perception check as you sit by the door to see if you hear anything.
Oh, all right, perfect. This is.
It's been a long day. There's a lot on your mind, and the night passes without taking much note.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
I got a headache. I gotta go see Monty's doctor.
Yeah, I gotta find a doctor.
I'm sure there's a brain doctor around here.
We
You
got
guys
an
can go
email.
find
We
him.
can talk to him. A brain doctor.
Yeah.
Psychiatrist. You need a psychiatrist.
Yeah, you're fine.
Keep saying that. Keep
Turns
saying
out that's
that.
Kohi's specialty all along.
Positive thinking. The power of positive thinking.
Yeah.
Dirt therapy.
Yes.
Some
Don't
dirt
think
on
about
it.
Yeah. Don't think about it. Don't talk about it. It'll go away.
All right. Let's
All right,
get
where are you
down
guys
to
going
breakfast.
first? Breakfast.
Maybe before we leave, like, so, well, I don't know. How's Eno feel in the morning? 'Cause he was
Eno
eating-
has a decent sized headache, but
Yeah,
that's it. It's just a decent sized headache.
There you go.
he's got a decent sized head. So,
Can't
All
keep that
right.
much stone
but
man down.
yeah.
Well, can I take a look at your head real quick?
Yeah. I mean, after the bone flute, I mean,
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah, he just ignores the bone flute.
anyways,
Oh, god damn.
there we go. The
No
mystery
You
continues.
feeling a little bit groggy this morning after all the mead and ale that you had last night. You can't. You start looking at Monty's head, and then like you get closer to it, and then you get closer to it, and the next thing you know, you're just about,
You're
like,
kissing.
falling into it. You are still relatively. You're still very hungover, and almost falling asleep, standing up.
Maybe we'll save the diagnosis for another time. Let's get some coffee in you and cold air. I'll wake you right up.
You guys come downstairs and you're greeted by Scram Sacks. There are a couple of other patrons here in the morning eating breakfast that weren't down here last night when you guys came in. But Scram Sacks says, bacon and eggs.
Yes,
You
please.
guys look like you need a plate of bacon and eggs.
Extra bacon, please.
Yep. Bloody
Lots of
Mary
extra
too, if you
bacon.
got it.
Toronto, eat your egg.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Couldn't possibly.
Just couldn't possibly.
Couldn't possibly eat anymore.
So he brings out a couple minutes later. He brings out a couple of plates of bacon and eggs and large hot cups of coffee.
You had that large and hot.
There is a
Flute. Flute.
he says, I don't have a Bloody Mary that you asked for, but I do have some vodka and some rat blood, if that would interest you.
Rat blood?
Yes, a Bloody Mary. Is that not what a Bloody Mary is?
I'm just thinking more of like tomato juice and vodka.
Imagine tomatoes are a bit hard to grow up here.
You know.
He looks to
There's a
you
can
and
then.
kind of puts his finger on his nose and he goes, "This man has spent some time up here."
You should try it with the rat blood.
Oh,
Don't be a
no.
coward.
Put some hot sauce in it.
Right? That
Do it-
makes
oh.
everything.
Oh god. All right, so
Oh, I'm just.
So
in my
Montier,
head.
can Scramsax interest you in a Bloody Mary?
Yeah, you know what? Why not?
Oh,
I
God.
kept feeling the worst.
Yeah, maybe it'll fix your head.
Oh,
Maybe it'll fix my head.
he just vomits his brains out and he's fine.
God, I'm so happy I have lesser restoration ready.
He's
You know
he's
what?
gonna have another, like a new parasite Maybe
Wow,
his
I am.
ailments
I collect
won't
them.
each other.
Gotta catch them all.
This is how you start the path to lichdom.
Yeah.
this is how
step
it
2 of 19.
It's involves with drinking the blood of rats.
Please flip this tape over and continue on to the next side.
Yeah.
It starts
Please
talking in
flip type
backwards
to
like
side B and continue.
It turns out this is like an MLM version of being a lich. Like,
Aren't they all MLM?
pretty much.
Multi-level marketing. There we go. It's like
Mhm.
you must sell this many before you get to level 2.
Marketing, sir.
Multi-lich marketing.
All right. So
Okay, hit me with the
that,
Bloody
he
Mary.
heads into the back, down to the cellar. He comes back out with a cup of what looks like blood. He grabs a bottle of clear alcohol from behind the bar, pours it into it, grabs a squeeze of a lemon, a stick of bacon, or a stick of piece of bacon, and throws in an olive on top. It says a Bloody Mary.
He leans over to
Garnishes
Monty
like
as
that.
Quixotic leans over to Monty and goes, "Did he juice rats just now, or does he just like the blood on hand? Does he keep it on hand, or did he juice them?"
Would it be better if it was fresh?
I don't know.
It's from concentrate.
Oh God, how did it get worse?
Free rat blood.
This is all your fault.
He had to add water.
You
Went outside with
smell
this powder.
as he hands the glass of the Bloody Mary into you,
No.
you hold on to it, and it's still warm in your hand.
No.
Oh,
He's got powdered rat's
that's
blood
wonderful.
out back, and he's gonna
How
drip
is-
snow into it.
How is
make it
anything
like
warm
douche
in
and
this
saving
godforsaken? Ugh.
It's
All
fresh
right.
squeezed.
yeah.
Fresh squeezed rat.
Never back down
Bone
from a
floating in
dare.
it.
Never back down from a dare, Monty.
Yeah, well, yeah. This is What do I got to lose? Except for my sanity and my breakfast. So yeah, here it goes. And it does. I take a hearty sip because why not?
I turn over to Eno and say, 2 silver says he doesn't keep this down.
As the liquid passes over your
You know,
lips,
like kind of throws up.
Ugh.
as the liquid passes over your lips into the mouth, you're cringing, expecting the worst, and you
Get it.
in the flavor that you were expecting of iron and blood in your mouth tastes like tomatoes. And you look over and you see Scramsax just kind of giggling in the corner.
Yeah, it was a prank the whole time.
Camera's right there, bro.
He points up and it's just Ariel sitting right in the corner of the room. Fuck.
Oh God!
He says, "We don't have much Bloody Mary mix left, but it made for a good laugh."
You did. You got me there.
I can appreciate you fucking with someone for your own amusement.
He says, "It gets pretty lonely up here in the winter."
Oh, poor guy.
Or
That's
Scrimshaw.
all right. I feel like we're friends. We can do this. So
We're friends, right? And the
We're
bartender
friends,
goes,
right?
"No, I'm a bartender. Fucking, I hate when people do this."
damn it. Bartenders are always my friend, right?
Hey,
Oh, nice.
I give 2 silver to Eno.
All right.
Yeah.
I give him a tip for. I appreciate that. I'll give him a gold.
He takes it and bites it, and he says, "Thank you very much. We'll be here all week
Yeah.
and month
Don't fuck with me again though.
and year.
All right, now that we've got
I'll be
everybody
here
at the same
until I
table.
die."
Now that we're all
Until I
dying.
die.
Somehow this is the dark part.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm feeling better.
Now that we're all in the same room, so we got a bunch of shit to do today.
Yeah, library, church.
Should we go clockwise? Should we check out the shrine first?
Shrine, the
Shrine
copper.
Church. What was the? Oh, and then the bar was on the south side.
Oh, the foaming mug.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
This-
Can I inquire about a doctor?
Oh, yes.
Yep. The speaker.
Not because of your prank. I feel fine. Right. But I've got a headache that just won't go away.
He says, the doctors up here are mediocre from what you're probably used to down in the south. But if you're looking for a doctor, you can go see Barrett down towards. He has a small clinic, if you can call it that, down by the foaming mug.
Is it something that the clerics of the sun god might also partake in, or not so much? Sometimes the clerics dabble.
Said you can always ask, but we're looking for a good general practitioner.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah. General practitioner, specialist, someone specialized in the medical arts. I think, I'm gonna try to see if I can get this pinned down. So before it maybe gets worse.
All right.
All right. We're gonna go clockwise then, and then the magic items we were asking about, and I'll mention in town or to him about the woman that I'm looking for who's down on her luck, Belladora, and see if I can get a response.
It says Belladora. If it's the homeless lady you're looking for, generally she during the daylight he says, and kind of puts that in parentheses. He says the daylight hours, generally she spends them near the town square, begging for whatever food scraps people will be willing to share with her.
Like hereish or hereish?
Like hereish.
Okay.
And he says magic shop. The general area where they generally pop up is kind of over here.
But a gem shop. Do we want to convert this to cash, or do we want to?
I'd rather barter with it than.
Yeah, it'd be nice to keep whole.
What's a scramshaw?
Scram sacks.
Sure.
Scrimshaw. Scrimshaw. The goods they trade around here, right? That's what you're talking about.
What's the deal with the magic? It sounds like it's erratic. Like, what is the deal with that?
Whoa, what magic are you?
The magic. I'm sorry. Excuse me. The magic shop. I feel like it's hard to pin down where it is. I mean, shouldn't it just be in one place?
The people try to have magic shops open up around here, but they tend to pop up and then disappear, taken out by the competition. But the competition doesn't tend to stay in one place for very long. He's always hunting for the best new location.
Hunting for good bargains.
Oh, all right. Well,
he's got smashing good deals.
That's
breaking the competition.
All right. I can't wait to learn more about that. Thank you. Anybody else?
I think we're good. I think clockwise sounds like a good idea. Can we buzz through center of town before we hit the library? Just do the temples and the town center, and then the.
Where's the speaker, Duvessa? I don't think we've.
Did
we talk to her?
Isn't she in like this building?
She also is supposed to be getting scrimshaw for us from our dealer guy, like a special piece.
He says Duvessa can usually be found in the town hall. If she's not there, it's generally where she keeps her work hours, right on the edge of the town square.
Okay.
I think we're going to be here a bit. Yeah. I think you're
Keelan,
right.
do you have all these characters prepared? They
Are
just
there,
keep
is there
amassing.
certain
He sounded
places we should
super
hit-
confident.
Should hit first while we have an hour left.
Make him make more skulls talk.
Yes.
I got one
have
more.
Tony's character sheet all queued up.
All right. So where are you guys going first?
Temple. Shrine.
The temple.
Temple.
The temple,
Okay.
the gnome, copper.
Sounds good. You guys head over out into the town. I need somebody to roll me weather for the day.
Shouldn't it be Eno? Because he's the one who has like the spell that predicts weather.
The
Okay.
weatherman.
Sure. All
It'd be
right,
kind of
Mr.
Eno's job
Weatherman.
now.
Doesn't tell him what the weather is. It tells him whether there will be weather.
No, I think it literally tells him what the weather will be.
I know
for-
I'm making a bad.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Okay. So roll me 3d20s, you know.
3d20.
Woof.
Those feel similar to the ones we rolled yesterday.
Very similar.
It is outside. You know, you get the sense that it is going to be below zero, but not bitterly cold. You think that it is the wind is going to be still and no snowfall today.
Very similar.
Whatever storms came through here in the past few days seem to have tapered off and has made it easier to travel.
Very good. Let's go.
Okay, you guys head out
Onward.
into the town and make your way over to the House of the Morning Lord.
Did we left the axe beaks at the inn? They have a place to tie them up.
It's a good question.
There was just outside the north gate, or just inside the north gate, there was a small stables there.
Yeah, because this place isn't so big that we need to ride
Right.
beasts of burden, correct?
You
not
do
that
not
bad.
see other people riding beasts of burden through town.
Okay.
You get the sense that it is probably poor form to ride your beast of burden through town.
I will keep an eye out for pickpockets and wander our way through town.
Okay.
Poorly, might I add.
Cool.
All right. As you head over towards the House of the Morning Lord, you're greeted by a kind of a large stone building with a number of windows high up on the building that would attempt to try and garner any of the first light that may come over the town walls into Bryn Shander.
I'll kind of lean into Monty and be like, you should probably be the person to talk in this place. I should probably hang back.
Yeah, makes sense. I can go in and I'll talk to him. See what we can find out about copper and the gnome and the alchemy and the magical items. So
Is get to the House of the Morning Lord and you just knock on the door. Are you just going in?
yeah, well, I guess is there they're like is it open? Is it closed? Is it they're like open for worship type of thing, or what's going on?
The doors are closed. It is bitterly cold outside. And,
He said it wasn't bitter.
Is it
Still 0 degrees.
Cold, it's just not
that's
snowing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
relative. Is it so? I guess there's not like a ceremony going on or anything, is there?
does not appear that there is a ceremony going on.
Just busting during mass.
Just kicks
Kick
him
the
in.
door open.
I'm here to worship, bitches.
What's up? Hit me with the Lord, the good book. Throw me the good book.
Here to worship and kill things. And,
Right.
And I'm all out of things to kill.
No, all out of worship.
Oh,
Oh no. Wah, wah. Yeah. So I'll go in. Anybody else coming in with me?
I think I'm gonna hang outside.
I will
Not
also
really
stay
a place.
outside because I'm assuming
I can go in. I'll go in with you.
Right.
Oh,
Religious people Let's go unite.
Yeah, Koei should talk to these people.
Yeah, Koei might.
As you enter into the House of the Morning Lord, you are greeted by a brightly lit room, kind of hall. You see where other shrines, temples are relatively dark on the inside, and kind of the House of the Morning Lord here. There seems to be another number of points that have been cast, have had light cast on them. Making the entire inside of this building light up like a Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. It is it's something that your eyes have not take a little bit to get used to as you enter inside.
I see the followers of Omar have not, slackened in their worship of the sun god.
As you enter in and your eyes get used to it, you're greeted by a kind of an older looking human. He says, "Good morning. What brings you to the House of the Morning Lord today?"
Greetings. My name is Monty, and this is my friend Kohi. So we have a couple things we want to talk through with you. So first of all, we're a group on a quest out here. We're seeking information, and we're looking to end the plight on the area.
We're popular.
Okay, I'm getting there. I'm not just gonna be like, "What's up, bitches?"
Just remember,
we're the Dawn Seekers.
We got t-shirts.
Know us. We're important. No, I'll get there. Anyways, so we're looking for information on Ariel, and we're looking to so we were pointed here by the speaker a little while ago. She mentioned that we stopped by, and we've been going town to town, sort of doing good deeds and just kind of helping out and just trying to unravel the mysteries of what's going on here, and then counteract Ariel and her blight that's going on up here. So we were pointed to you that you might have some information on her, and also if you happen to have a rock gnome around here named Copper, we'd like to maybe speak with them too. So.
She says, you said you are the Dawn Seekers?
We are of the Dawn Seekers.
I have heard good things about the work that you've done in other parts of 10 towns, and
should be in line with your deities.
Amantur
business as well.
Is grateful for the work that you do and helping others, and believes that your noble quest of attempting to bring an end to this winter is a noble quest, and we'll do all that we can to help support you and what we can do. And she kind of looks to you and she says, "You're looking for copper, you say? What brings you here? Question about my acolyte here."
Copper. We are. Damn it! This was in a. Yeah. So we've heard that he might have information around a suspicious black cabin that's supposed to be haunted. We've heard that he's heard of magical experiments that are being performed there. And so we were just hoping to follow up with some more information. Again, kind of, we're seeking out these oddities and these mysteries in the space here, and hoping to do some good to the area. And we heard Copper might know, or at least was a reference on this. So
she says, he's quite the character, and you may be biting off more than you can chew. But if you think Copper might be able to help, let me go gather him for you. And as she leaves, she's gone for about 5 minutes or so, and you hear shouting and yelling coming from another portion of the House of the Morning Lord. And about 5 minutes later, you see Nishan come out of the back and kind of dusting herself off and kind of following behind her, and she kind of gestures and she says, "May I introduce to you Copper Knobberknocker?" And walking behind this priest, you see a small, short rock gnome, gigantic nose, dressed in what looks like a furry, hooded, full full bodysuit, furry bodysuit. Essentially, he looks like an Ewok from.
Say like a mascot? Is he the...
from Star Wars.
Oh, nice.
We already said he's a furry.
He's a furry. Yes. Copper, you in there?
He looks up at you and he
You
goes,
cold?
"Have you fucking been outside lately? Aren't
Yes.
you cold wearing that?"
A little, but anyways, that's... So
I am not cold wearing this.
point.
The dumb one.
Valid point. It's... You got me there, Copper. That's a good point. You know, so probably
He looks up to
very
Mishan
athletic.
and says, "I thought you told me he was smart."
So Copper, what can you tell us about that the black cabin?
He says, "The black cabin. What did?"
People say it's haunted. What can you tell me about that? We both know haunted tends to be many things, but it's usually not, what people think it is. Maybe
What is
it could
the
be
history of the
specters.
cabin? Is there a homestead there before or something?
Yeah.
He says it's not haunted. Somebody's stirring up rumors. My friend Macratus was doing research out at the cabin, and he says that whatever thing he's working on will end this winter and return the summer to Icewind Dale. But it's not been as successful as he would have hoped. As from what I've gathered so far from him, it's been a few. It's been a week or two since I've heard from him. I hope everything's all right. Would you be willing to check on him for me?
Is that the last time you've been out there?
He says, "I haven't been out there. It's probably since before the winter started. Macratus usually likes it. In the winter, it's a nice overlooking Calvin's Cairn and a nice place to go and relax and as a retreat. But in the winter here, it's a lot to get out of and head up there for me. As warm as this looks, it still only fights so much through the wind and the snow out there."
I can imagine so.
What kind of experiments was he doing out there? Like, what are we like? I mean, we can check on him if you're worried about him. But I just don't want to go barging in on unknown and untold stuff, right? It sounds like he's been getting into different magical research, right? Somebody,
He claimed that the magical device that he was working on was going to bring an end to this winter. I know that seems like an exaggerated claim, but Macratus
trying to kill a god.
He seemed to believe in whatever he was working on.
Well, we're interested in ending this winter too, so it'd pay to go out and speak to this fella.
Sounds like he's got answers or at least thoughts and ideas.
I would greatly appreciate it. It's working with new magics can be dangerous sometimes.
Ken,
I point to the priestess. She didn't answer our questions about Ariel.
Which questions did you ask? She says.
Like, did she? Didn't we ask her? Didn't we want to ask her if we have any leads of where she was going, where we could find Ariel, or no?
yeah,
Am I
information on
hallucinating
her.
things?
Yeah.
I think you're
Sounds
hallucinating
like-
things.
Yeah. Third.
I
Right.
get it. It's fine.
So, well, what questions do you have?
So last time we spoke with the speaker, I just have this in notes, Kaelin, right? That
Yeah.
met with speaker. This was from the first time we came through. So something about we talked to Escrow about Garrett, but then information on Ariel, seek out Copper at the House of the Morning Lord. Copper is an odd rock gnome researching intricate magical things in alchemy. So I don't know if there's anything else. So I guess, yeah, is there, anything else that you guys know of that might lead us towards ending this terrible blight of winter caused by Ariel? Have you heard of anything about her? Any topics and besides these magical experiments? Are these also are they backed by the Church of the Morning Lord, or is it sanctioned by it, or is this just sort of information you guys have?
Shannon looks the entire time. I guess roll me a perception check.
Yeah.
Both of you, or go for it.
You can roll one too.
Yeah, decent perception.
There you go. Hopefully you do.
Well, you got better than me.
You do.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
It's
Well, there we
Tehran
go.
level. That's Tehran level, man.
That is Tehran level perception.
There's a lot of ones tonight.
As you guys have been kind of talking with
A lot of single
Nishan,
digits.
she's been kind of reserved, and she says the Amantur is. I pray to Amantur to end this winter. Whatever devices, whatever magic Copper and Macretus attempt to create to destroy whatever is causing this endless winter is not sanctioned by the House of the Morning Lord. I put up with his shenanigans in an attempt to appease him to help with whatever daily tasks I need done here in the house.
Okay.
You get the sense that she is
Not super comfortable with it. Like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, sort of thing.
not necessarily enemy, but just it seems like Copper and her don't necessarily get along the best, but she tolerates him.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's potentially a means to an end.
Yeah.
Okay. Nis, is there any other aid you can help us as we're out, working and fighting, to end this, advice or aid or anything?
She says, I will pray to Amantur to light your way.
Awesome. Good. Thank you.
Oh, were you
Alright,
looking for
Kohi.
something concrete?
I mean, sometimes in this
Religious.
world, magical things do turn out to be, deity and religious things do turn to be concrete. So maybe that'll come back up. We'll benefit from that. We'll see.
She says, may Amantur light your way.
And
And
also with you.
Yeah.
Kohi, anything else you can think of?
No.
All right.
Let's go check
All
out
right.
this cabin.
Copper, you don't want to come with us, do you? You seem all bundled up, like ready for travel. Gonna come help us sort this out, or are you good?
Copper says, I have no desire at all to leave the warmth of here. Keep me posted as to what you find, and perhaps I can be of assistance in the future.
All right, sounds good. Per usual.
So he says, when you're looking for the Black Cabin, do you have a map?
I have a map. Here's a map.
As you pull out the map, he kind of indicates on the map the cabin is just north of Tourmaline and Lonely Wood.
Oh, okay. It's out in the woods.
And draws a little tiny diamond on there.
Oh, what phase is the moon in right now?
Hey, you want to head back to that Elvish place?
Yeah, where's
I
that on the
Buy
map?
it.
You guys got, as you guys were kind of going through the woods, it was kind of somewhere in the woods around Lonely Wood.
Okay. Well, it's two things we could check over there now. Ain't so bad.
As you guys think back to the phase of the moon, you guys are probably coming. It's probably a week past the new moon.
Okay,
So
we gotta get
Time
there
is
at
literally
the,
flying.
at the middle of the between the new and the words. It's that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Where's
Okay.
that?
Yeah. That was great.
The new moon and the full moon. I'm not in the room anyway.
Between the
Figured
new
someone
moon
would
and the
pick it
full
up.
moon.
I don't remember. I don't know what the halfway point's called. I'll admit it.
Oh, the waning gibbous. It's
Wait. What?
no, it's not.
So waning or waxing gibbous. So,
Oh.
he indicates that that's where
Waxing gibbous. That's what it's called.
the cabin is. So that wasn't
Okay.
helping us at all.
Well, I can get us there.
Yeah. So we'll have to head out on that after we finish up business in town.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
So we're off to
Where is going next?
Center of town?
Oh yeah, I was hoping to buzz through the center of town and then maybe the library.
Sure.
Okay.
Where I can fuck up two accents at the same time.
All right. You guys come out of the house of the Morning Lord, and Kohi and Monty, you guys are greeted by the rest of the group standing there and kind of huddled together.
More work, less pay.
You guys get paid?
In hugs.
Yeah. Not yet so far.
Yeah. So more of a long-term investment plan.
We got a lot
sort
of
of a
favors that are
bulk.
going to come in.
Different levels. I guess we've got to recruit more people and get them in here, and then we get like 5% of what they make. And so,
That just seems like a lot of work. Why don't you just trade?
I know what we're doing.
we're trading services now, and we're waiting for the goods to come.
Oh, well, okay.
Hopefully, the goods come soon.
I guess that makes sense.
Favors and reputation. So that's what we're dealing with right now.
All
All
right.
right. And so as you guys head out from the house of the Morning Lord towards the center of town, you make it into the town square, and there are a number of people kind of out selling. There are a couple of different like fishmonger stands, kind of selling yesterday's catch here. being off the lake, the fish is not as fresh as it is in the towns from the lake, but frozen fish is still delicious, is what you hear one of the fishmongers say. And looking about, make who's ever looking for Belladora, make me a perception check.
I'm gonna do it. Oh my lord. The fuck did you curse my dice with?
Why can't this happen in a battle?
I don't think I rolled above a 5 today.
Right?
Thank goodness we're not battling.
And not yet.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that demon on me, or no? What's the line?
Put that evil on me.
Thank you. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
So as you guys come into the center of town, Quixotic, you're going from like stall to stall, kind of like keeping an eye out, pretend like looking for Belladora, but at the same time trying to blend in and make it so it's not as obvious. And it takes you a little bit more time. Probably takes about a half hour or so to kind of make it around from stall to stall. But eventually, come around the edge of one stall, you see a what looks to be a homeless lady, like sitting up against the back edge of one of the stalls.
Ah. Greetings, miss. I was actually first. Does she have like a cup or something out for? Does she even look like she's not even trying, is she?
Just kind of sitting there, like huddled up. And as you say, "Excuse me, miss," magically from what seems like out of nowhere, she puts her hands out, and she says, "Spare anything for the homeless?"
Of course, madam. Of course. I will give her 2 gold. Because I can. And then I say, and with the 2 gold, I will include, probably, I'm assuming the letter is a letter, kind of like a letter of recommendation almost, as well as explaining why he's gone. I guess Alex said that it's not quite done, but that was my assumption.
Okay.
But he'll have to clarify on that. So I'll include 2 gold, the letter, and then I'll kind of lean and show the pin. I think he gave me the pin too. So and show the pin and say, I was sent by what would have been a colleague of yours, and he has decided to travel in a different direction. I am hoping that I might be able to take his place as a friend of yours and making my introduction.
Roll me a persuasion check.
And then I will say my name is Quixotic Oakenheel with the Dawn Seekers, with the hope that might help. Because you may not believe this, but
Roll with advantage for your persuasion check.
I have a +0. There we go.
Okay.
14.
With a 14, she says, "You wouldn't happen to be Davos, would you?"
I could be, but right now I am not. He was a compatriot of mine who, as I said, I believe is taking a different direction with his life.
She says, "I'm sorry to hear that Davos's path has chosen a different route. But I have heard plenty of good things about the Dawn Seekers here, and Bryn, Shander. Your name spreads fast for good deeds that you have done from a bit from here in 10 towns. Garrett and Keegan have their way back through to Targos have spread your good name, and the stories have only continued to trickle in from other locations that you have helped along the way. For that,
I'm glad they are safe.
From that, it seems as if your path is a noble one. Rumors from the people state that you're attempting to end this winter. Is that true?
That is true, yes. That is why we came up here. I believe that is why Davpos was sent. And as I said, I believe he may have taken a different path.
She says, these are trying cold times out here. Shall we find someplace warmer to speak more openly and without as many prying ears?
I think that would be a good idea, yes. Let me inform my associates that I will be stepping away for a moment. And I'll kind of, I guess I'll pass by Alice and say, hey, this is somebody I was going to meet with, this is someone I was looking for from down south. I might be a moment, so.
Do you need anybody with you?
I don't believe so. If I need anything, you'll know about it. We'll burn a building down or something. If I need anything, I'll make sure to make you aware.
You want us to hang out here, or should we meet you at the library?
If you like, I can catch up.
Okay, we'll head that way.
And then
so the rest of you guys are heading over towards the library.
Yeah, I probably won't. I'll probably try to wait for him if I can before I go in there, because I don't know this guy. I'm not sure who knows this guy.
I don't think any of us know this guy.
Yeah,
well, you got the letter.
Closest we have is the letter. Yeah.
We just know that he knows about Ariel.
Might be better that Tony and Quixotic never meet each other.
Yeah, that
well,
might be
I'll catch up. I'll catch up.
So, all right. So, Belladora kind of gestures you to follow her, and she kind of just quick hand movements, ushering you in what looked like to be a wall or a garbage in front of a wall. She kind of pulls back a section of tarp, and kind of hidden behind it is a small entrance to the side of the building on the outskirts of the town square.
Okay.
And inside, you're kind of it's dark, and she says, give me a moment. And she lights a few candles. And she says,
can I just scout the surroundings while she's busying herself here?
Yeah, as she's kind of lighting the candles, looking about, you see a number of kind of carpets. The windows are all covered, and you see frost kind of coming up over the inside of the windows, or the coverings over the windows. You don't see. As my make a perception check.
Yeah. There we go.
We finally rolling higher than 1.
He's back.
With a 26, as you're looking about the room, trying to see if you can gather any information. You do catch underneath the papers, kind of off to one side of the table. You don't see any signs on paper or stamps or anything of a Harper's seal. But you do see what looks like as if it was engraved, or the pressure from a stamp basically left in the wood, or left in a sheet of paper beneath a sign of the Harpers.
Sure. Okay, so she was writing something, stamped it, and then it was on top of another sheet and left it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Slick.
Yeah. And she says, "All right. Well, welcome to my humble abode. Um, what brings? It seems as if stopping Ariel has brought you to Bryn Shander. What has brought you to me today?"
I am just kind of catching up. I'm obviously not from around here.
Oh God.
I'm actually from Thay, and got out the hard way. And I was made aware of the business of my associate and this organization, and am attempting to get involved, to help out. And I just wanted to make my contacts and move forward from that point.
If you continue to prove yourself as you seem to have done so far, I'm sure any organization would be welcome to have you join their ranks.
So that's kind of you to say. Is there anything that you might, and is there anyone you might be able to point me at to assist us? I know of someone working in the forest up north of Tourmaline that might be able to help. And we are going to visit the library in town here. Is there anything else that you can think of that might assist us on this quest?
She says, there are people all around who are trying to do what they can to end this winter. Just the other day, over towards the House of the Morning Lord, I heard a young or an old, an interesting looking arachnome talk something about a magical device that his friend is working on to end the winter. But if we're being honest, I don't have much faith in. I feel like whatever needs to be done by taking out Ariel. And the hardest part about getting there, the hardest part about taking her out, is the fact that she is a god, and getting to her in the first place. How much do you know about finding Ariel? Do you have a plan for that yet?
I'm aware she has an island in the Sea of Moving Ice, it sounds like. And
So that jives with the information that I have.
okay, but I'm assuming there is something to hinder our movement there. So we have been helping the locals and hoping to find something, but I don't know if we've had a major breakthrough. Like I said, I'm hoping the library and perhaps the rock gnome that you mentioned might be able to set us in the right direction. Also, we've been finding a lot of Durgir up here. Has that been something you've been made aware of lately?
That is sadly something that I have heard of. They seem to be the reports that have been coming in. They seem to be collecting. I believe it is on Charterlin, some sort of magical material of some sort.
That is what we have heard. We are made aware of a main base down in the spine of the world that we eventually might be investigating to attempt to kind of hinder their movements.
She says Dwargar are a nasty, evil sort of folk who can't fathom the happiness that others may have. The 10 towns would be forever grateful if you were to investigate and perhaps take out the threat that they may pose.
that will have to rank high on my list.
It seems as if so far that they have not been attacking anyone for the most part that I have heard of or that my sources have told me about yet, but it's only a matter of time, I feel like.
I agree. Someone who's an enemy of happiness is not someone I want to be around. But I just wanted to introduce myself, make sure I'm on the ledger if that's what needs to be done. But I will go catch up with my friends now. Unless there's something else you feel the need to.
She
pass
says,
along to me.
you mentioned that you knew that Ariel's abode is on an island floating in the sea of ice. Do you have any plans for finding it or getting to it at this point?
I mean, somehow I doubt we'll have to charter a boat, so I think that's something we're working on. We have to narrow down how to find it as well, I'm sure.
There is a whale. She kind of pauses.
Oh, we have heard about the whale. There's a
Anjuk.
dock you can call it from, yes?
She says, Anjuk, the I believe sperm whale, is was once the companion of a druid a number of years ago, but that his time of that has passed. But now he lives beneath the sea of the moving ice, and usually there's a dock on the outskirts of 10 towns on the edge of the sea of the moving ice, that you can ring the bell and call Anjuk.
And he would be a good way to get there.
And he may know the way to get to Ariel's island, knowing the path of undersea exploration.
That's thinking in 3 dimensions.
But
Thank you very much.
She pauses for a second and she says, you mentioned the Dwergar.
Yes.
She kind of says, the thing about Anjuk's bell, what made it work and ringing above the ground so that Anjuk could hear it beneath the seas, was the magical properties that it held. It was made out of what I believe, what the rumors say, is the same crystalline substance the Dwergar have been seeking.
And I'm assuming it hasn't been seen in some time.
I don't know anybody who has been out to Anjuk's bell. It was a large bell. If the Dwergar are looking for large pieces of Charlemagne, I imagine that if they knew about it, that they would take it. But I don't. I have no idea if it's there or not. It would be something to investigate if that's what if you're hoping to get out to Ariel's island.
If that is what it is, I think we will perhaps focus on the Dwergar first.
There it is.
I would bet all the money. Hey,
Big brain right there.
Hey,
there's the key to the boss room. That's what's keeping us. There we go.
I would bet all the money that the Dwergar have already taken it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I will pass this along, and if there are any other contacts you feel the need to pass along to me, I appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll be in touch.
She says, I think that's all I have for now, but I will continue to attempt to gather information from what I can. But be well. And I've forgotten all of my...
You're like code words?
all my code words.
Blessed be the fruit.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Picnic paddywhack. See you later.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plains.
So, let's see. Yeah.
All right.
Should ask
Thank
her
you
what
very
Anjuk's
much.
favorite snack is.
Well, I think his favorite snack is ringing the bell and summoning his ass.
I really love it when people ring bells.
Fucking love them bells.
So as you head out into
Ring
the
the bell
town,
and I come.
to head out towards the library. I think we're gonna end it there tonight. So
All right.
Right. Good.
all
Give
right.
me
Good
another
pieces
week.
coming together.
It's gonna give me another week to try and figure out how I'm gonna separate my shitty French accent from my shitty German one.
What's the difference?
Exactly.
Oh,
Problem.
One
That's
surrender.
the problem.
Right.
Are you switching to Tony?
No, I'm not switching to him, but you
Then
guys are.
you're
More of a
then you don't
merge.
need to work on your German accent. Someone needs to work on their German accent.
I like where your head's at.
all right.
Feeling.
No, I didn't. I assumed I'd be talking, but maybe I'm wrong.
We can talk. We'll talk about this week.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, friends.
Yeah,
there you go.
definitely.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you
On
guys.
time.
Bye.
Bye. I'm off to
Have a
bed.
great night.
All right. Good night. Bye.
Night,
Thanks,
guys.
Galen.
Bye.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.